A girl comes running and tries to force her way into the office. The security guard runs after her, catches her, and the two get into a struggle. Right in front, the boss is sitting in the office, watching everything in surprise. Then the guard lowers his eyes in embarrassment and says, "Boss, please forgive me. She forced her way in. I couldn't stop her." The boss's daughter, Ming Ming, angrily says, "What kind of security are you doing? You couldn't even stop a little girl." The boss angrily tells her daughter to stay quiet, then seriously says to the guard, "Don't worry, I'll handle this now. You go back and do your job." The guard quietly leaves. After he's gone, the boss gently says to the girl, "Child, tell me, why were you trying to come in like that? Was it something important?" The girl, nervously stepping closer, says, "Boss, I just wanted to ask, is this Zhongfu Plaza? If it's not, can you please tell me the correct way?" The boss politely replies, "Yes, this is the place." The girl, worried, says, "Actually, I came here to find my dad. He gave me this address and told me that if I ever needed anything, I should come here and find him." The boss says in surprise, "Your dad?" At that moment, Ming Ming mocks her loudly. "If your dad really worked at this company, would you even be in this condition?" The boss says in a stern, angry tone, "Enough, Ming Ming. Stop talking nonsense." Then she looks at the girl kindly and says, "Child, what is your father's name?" The girl says nervously, "My father's name is Michael." She shows a slip of paper and says, "He wrote this address for me and told me that if I ever got into trouble and couldn't solve it, I should come here and meet him." Ming Ming shouts, "Do you even know who Michael is? Your dad isn't even worthy of his shoes. How can you even say that?" The boss angrily says, "Ming Ming, you've gone too far. Be quiet." Ming Ming turns away in anger. Then the boss gently says to the girl, "The thing is, Michael is my husband. Maybe there's some misunderstanding. Why don't you call him and confirm?" The girl quickly opens the paper and says, "Oh, I have his number." Then she says worriedly, "But I don't have a phone." The boss smiles and says, "That's okay. Give it to me. I'll call for you." The girl hesitates, then hands her the paper. The boss looks at it, picks up the phone, and after seeing the number, she's shocked and says seriously, "This really is my husband's number." Ming Ming takes the paper from the boss. The boss, with concern and seriousness, asks the girl, "Where did you come from?" The girl quietly says, "I came from Urumqi, Xinjiang. I walked more than 1,000 kilometers to get here." The boss, shocked and compassionate, says, "What? You walked all the way from Urumqi? You must be exhausted. Come, sit down and rest." The girl looks at her clothes, embarrassed and nervous, and says, "That's not necessary." The boss politely and kindly says, "There really is someone named Michael in our company, but he is my husband. We've been married for over 20 years. I've never heard that he has such a grown daughter, and he never told me about you. By the way, why did you come looking for your dad?" Then the girl quickly takes off her bag, pulls out a file, and softly says, "The thing is, I got accepted into a major university. This is my admission letter, but I don't have money for the tuition, so I came to borrow some from my dad." The boss kindly but firmly says, "Girl, this is your first time here, and you're already asking for money. I can't give you that." The girl lowers her head with embarrassment and gratitude and says, "I'll leave then." As she turns, the boss says, "Wait a minute. You and your father are very alike. I said I wouldn't lend you money, but how much is your tuition?" The girl takes a deep breath and politely says, "My annual tuition is 8,000. The boss smiles warmly and says, "You're so innocent. 8,000 is just for tuition. Where will you get money for food? Can you live a whole year without eating?" The girl blushes shyly. Then the boss, with compassion, hands her money and says, "Here's 20,000. Keep it." Seeing this, Ming Ming quickly snatches the money from her hand and arrogantly says, "Mom, she looks like some country scammer. Why are you giving her money?" The boss angrily takes the money back from her and says, "You're not old enough to advise me. She needs the money. That's enough. You don't need to interfere." Then she gives the money back to the girl and says seriously and kindly, "Keep it. From now on, I'll take care of all your expenses." The girl takes the money and softly says with happiness, "Thank you." Ming Ming, shouting, says, "Mom, you don't care about me at all. I'm your real daughter. She's just some village girl. Instead of studying, she should be herding sheep and earning her own money. Why are you giving her so much money?" The boss, with strong emotion, says loudly, "I was blind in my love for you. Maybe I didn't raise you properly. She is someone's daughter too. You should be ashamed to say such things. If you have wealth, you shouldn't be so arrogant. You should help the poor and helpless. The money you have today isn't even yours. It's the result of your father's and my hard work. It's our choice what we do with it. Why are you interfering?" Hearing this, Ming Ming shouts, "Mom, I'm your real daughter. You should save this wealth for me. I am the true heir. You shouldn't give money to just anyone. Just watch. No one watching this will support you." Hearing this, the boss becomes serious and says, "Daughter, we are all one family. If she is your father's daughter, then she is my daughter too. I will help her and I will keep her with me. You'll see how many people support me." Then she quickly walks over to the girl and says lovingly, "Child, from today on you will live with us. Come, let's go home now." And she takes her home with her. Friends, how did you like our content? Please share your valuable feedback in the comments. And if the video touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.